we're probably getting close to frost. So I'll do one last update of the tomato plants and kind of tell you what I think work best. So the tomato plants where I had the egg and sardine buried underneath, they kind of all left this, I don't know, cracking on the top. Bottoms are fine. Nothing special there, no blossom end rot or anything there. But they all kind of cracked on the top a little bit. The tomatoes from the deep planting were the ones that were the most perfect shaped fruits. They looked the best. And flavor-wise, I couldn't really tell any difference really across the whole spread. They all tasted really good. But the plants definitely produced better on the deep planted ones, both with using garden compost and the kitchen scraps. Which is really good because that method costs absolutely nothing for anybody to do. You don't have to go buy anything. Just dig them deeper and plant them deeper. I had no misshapen fruits or anything weird on any of those tomatoes for both of the deep planted plants. So that's definitely going to be what I'm going to do going forward. And it's free and it's easy. Just dig them deep and bury them in as they kind of grow up. As far as the plants go, the healthiest plants were easily the two deep planted plants there as well. They definitely had greener greens and definitely were producing more fruits than the other two plants on either side there. That being said, all of the experiment plants here were successful. They produced a lot of fruit. We got our canning done. We made spaghetti sauce. We made salsa. And I've had a chance to freeze a whole bunch for just making soup with in the winter. Little bonus tip here for you. If you want a really easy way to peel your tomatoes, throw them in the freezer literally for one day. Pull them out, run them under hot water, and you can pull the skin off of these tomatoes in a very short amount of time. This is me beside one of the tallest plants. This is had a sardine buried underneath it. And as you can tell, it's pretty good height already. I would say it's probably about 4.5, 5 feet tall-ish. So what have I learned about this whole experiment? What would I do differently next year? I might try deep planting and adding a sardine at the bottom of the hole. Maybe giving it a shot of great white or mycorrhizae. I mean, why not combine some stuff? But for those of you that just want the best result and don't want to spend any money, dig the plants super, super deep. We're talking 2 feet deep. And then make the hole like at least 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet square for the plant. Dig that down a foot and then use the drill and then plant that thing right up to the neck. And then as the plant kind of grows, just keep pruning it off and keep filling it up with scraps, compost until you're at ground level. And then at that point in time, you can let it go. One of the things that I probably wouldn't do next year, I don't think I'm going to prune them at all. I'm just going to let the plants get super big and get super bushy. They seem to all get the leaf curl, and that leaf curl thing kind of seemed to start. Not sure if it was the environmental conditions, because it did end up getting super dry, super hot, or if it was a result of me using maybe contaminated clippers to prune them off. But I think I'm just going to skip that next year. I'm going to spend that extra time digging them deep and putting in the compost, and after that, just going to leave them alone, let them go. Great solution for somebody who wants minimal amount of work. That's the way to do it, I think. Compost ones, the greens are much more prolific, and I would say there was the most production off of the deep planting, both of them, the compost and the kitchen scraps. Something anybody can do. Hopefully this video is helpful for you guys, and you're going to get some better producing tomato plants as a result of it. Simple, easy fix. Anybody can do it. Cost you nothing.